After years in the city, my wife and I returned to my family's lakefront cabin. A peaceful retreat outside the HOA's jurisdiction, the modest cabin, nestled by the water, was our weekend escape on land we owned outright. But Karen, the HOA's self-appointed overlord, didn't respect boundaries. She started with petty complaints, notes about non-compliant roofing, warnings about our dock's rustic look. Hello friends, please check out my long video once. I've shared a really great story. I hope you'll enjoy it. And citations for imaginary violations. We ignored her, knowing our property was beyond her reach. Karen wasn't deterred. One afternoon, while I was running errands, two police officers knocked on our cabin door. Karen had called them, claiming my wife refused to pay HOA fines and was trespassing on our own land. My wife, calm and composed, showed the officers our deed. They apologized and left, but not before Karen strutted up the driveway, smirking, and muttered to one officer that people like her didn't belong lakeside. That was her fatal misstep, unbeknownst to Karen. My wife had just accepted a major role as the county's director of planning and zoning, the office overseeing HOA compliance and land disputes. Karen's smug power play had targeted the one person with the authority to unravel her reign. The following week, Karen and her HOA board received a formal audit notice. My wife, wielding her new position, launched a meticulous review of the HOA's permits, finances, and boundary enforcements. The findings were damning. The HOA had violated multiple codes, improper fencing, unapproved dock installations, and unauthorized surveillance on public land. Fines were issued not to us, but to them. Karen's empire crumbled. She went from calling the cops to scrambling for a lawyer, but it was too late. Her attempt to humiliate my wife publicly backfired spectacularly, costing her not just her board position, but a hefty personal fine. The lakefront community, once under her thumb, now buzzed with the story of her downfall. Our cabin remains our sanctuary, untouched by HOA nonsense, while Karen's reign is a cautionary tale. For more wild HOA stories and satisfying justice, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for HOA stories.